Well, the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration, is proposing to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. It's currently a Schedule I drug, the same classification as heroin and LSD, to name a few. This historic shift would drop it down to a Schedule III drug, which is the same classification as anabolic steroids. Today, we are learning what this could mean for Louisiana if approved by the Biden administration. We turn now to Ryan Stoa, a law professor at Southern University, who's done extensive research on cannabis regulation. First of all, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Is this move surprising to you, and do you expect it to be approved by the president?
It's not altogether surprising for people who have been following the cannabis industry for the past year or so. President Biden announced a while ago that they were going to be looking at the possible justification for rescheduling. And when that was announced, it was pretty clear that we'd probably see a rescheduling before the end of the president's current term. And I think, we'll probably see that rescheduling finalized sometime over the next few months. What we received yesterday was merely an announcement that rescheduling is likely to come, but that's going to take a while, and we'll probably see that rescheduling take place sometime in the fall.
You mentioned the justification behind it. What is that? What is the logic behind this?
Yeah, so to understand that, we have to go back to the 1970s when the Controlled Substances Act was passed. What the CSA does, among other things, is puts drugs into certain categories called schedules. Schedule I drug is the most restricted drug. It's a drug that has no medical benefit, no recognized medical use, and a high potential for abuse. And marijuana was placed in Schedule I. So what we're seeing announced and what we'll probably see over the next few months is marijuana being moved simply from Schedule I to Schedule III. And a Schedule III drug is a drug that may have some medical benefits or some recognized medical use and a relatively low potential for abuse. And so what that means is that it may be a little bit easier in the future to cultivate, to distribute, or to possess cannabis. Although to really get to full federal legalization would probably require more than just rescheduling. We probably need to see, a broader regulatory framework.
How do you think this is going to affect our state?
Well, I don't think the legal landscape for marijuana is very different today than it was on Monday. Medical marijuana is already legal under Louisiana law, and recreational marijuana possession and use is illegal. And neither of those two things have changed today or is likely to change over the next several months. But I think this is a pretty symbolic step and probably a recognition of things to come. Perhaps we will see fewer prosecutions at the federal level of certain marijuana activities, and that could include marijuana activities taking place in Louisiana. But I think ultimately, for the most part, this represents sort of a symbolic victory and a milestone in the relaxation of the federal prohibition of marijuana. It's probably more significant as a sign of things to come.
All right, Professor Stoa, thank you so very much for your expertise. We appreciate you. And we will, of course, keep watching and we'll bring you developments as they come. Download our free mobile app and keep it here on WWL Louisiana for updates.